Morning all, from a very sunny Spain. Beautiful here today, absolutely beautiful. It was a little bit overcast yesterday, but it's gorgeous today. So, firstly, I want to say thank you to the 23,000 and growing people that have watched our Oasis gig video. Absolutely incredible, absolutely unbelievable. It was an unbelievable day. I don't say that just because of Cammy's involvement, but obviously he played a huge part in getting us the tickets. So yeah, brilliant time had by all, and hopefully those that have watched it have enjoyed it. Comments have been really supportive, and yeah, over 23,000. It's incredible for a first video. It's a relaunch channel, that. So this that I'm recording the video on. And that's a little bit why I wanted to come on today, really, because I mean, we are obviously trying to grow. This is our third channel. I've got two other channels. The first one is the Blades Ramble. Surely a lot of you that will watch this are aware, but for those that aren't, they're going to be different bits of content. So the Blades Ramble is my pride and joy, my absolute love, the thing that got me out of a really dark place at a really bad time in my life. I just lost my mum and I needed a purpose because I was going down, and I started a YouTube channel to talk about my favourite team, Sheffield United, my only team, Sheffield United. And it's not too deep to say it saved my life, because that has not only given me purpose through that really dark period, but the momentum it's gathered, and more importantly, the community that it's helped build, has led me to pursue that on a full-time basis. So I am now very fortunate to be, and I always feel, well, let's say I work in social media. So I can't say something like a content creator or, heaven forbid, an influencer or anything like that. But so yeah, the Blades Ramble, where we talk all things Sheffield United. And previously, we had a channel called Behind the Ramble, which I put all the content that wasn't specifically Sheffield United. And I just wanted to sort of release a valve on it. So it might have been mental health stuff. I've done a bit of taxi work recently. That's something I promised my wife after I left my full-time paid guaranteed employment to go into social media. That was something I promised my wife that I would do, just in case plans didn't come off. It turned out we don't actually need the taxiing, but it was there in case, and it is there in case income ever dips with me being the main provider. And yeah, it's a scary thing to jump in with both feet. Oh, this is lovely here. I'm going to put you over them, but it's a little bit rude, isn't it? So where was I? So yeah, so Blades Ramble, sort of incredible, and then Behind the Ramble, oh, I've got my finger up the thing there. Behind the Ramble was more for anything, really. Initially the thought process was, I'll take you behind the ramble and I'll talk to you about what goes into making it and a little bit of behind the scenes stuff. And it just ended up being a channel where we do a lot of rivals watch-alongs that aren't specifically Sheffield United, but sort of leaned into it because there are rivals. And then there's all sorts of other stuff like mental health updates, like we're talking about, and things. So things that are quite important to me, but not always of an interest to everybody. So it became a little bit like a miscellaneous channel, Behind the Ramble. So that built up a following, but largely due to the football watch-alongs. And we tried another show on there called the Steel City Showdown, which was about Sheffield United and Sheffield Wednesday's rivalry. Went down really well. And after some thinking and speaking to some people close to me, it was decided that I would rebadge Behind the Ramble as Ramble FC, the Ramble Football Club, and you're all welcome to join our football club, to talk about the wider football world, really. So not just Sheffield United, We're going to be covering all things football. We'll be doing watch-alongs, we'll be doing shows that... I've got a show with myself and Callum Fowler coming up. A weekly show that we'll be doing live. I'll be doing the Steel City Showdown with James Mappin of the Wednesday Till I Die podcast monthly. We'll be doing a show with 2 of 5 presenters every week, like a Friday night football show, hopefully something like that we're talking about doing. So, exciting stuff happening over there, and this is the rebirth of Behind the Ramble. So, it can be whatever we want it to be, really. Oasis has started off with a bang, and I have to decide what sort of stuff goes on here. So my initial thoughts were taxi content that was quite popular on Behind the Ramble, but not for everybody, understandably so. This is a little bit more about, I suppose, the hustle of being a content creator. I said it, I didn't mean to, but it's the sort of real life version. I mean, anyone that follows the Blades Ramble or now Ramble FC will know that I never pretend to be a polished professional. I am an ordinary fella that picked up a camera, struggles to hold his arm up for 10 minutes while he records a video, because I don't do these walking vlogs either, but I'm on holiday, so that's why we're doing it. But things go wrong on stream all the time, things happen, but also, what sort of decisions do you make? How do you make it but how do you sustain a lifestyle as a content creator? How do you get your brand deals and other things like that people, I suppose, have got some interest in? So there'll be that sort of conversation on there as well. I need to, as you can probably tell by my heavy breathing, we need to sort out some sort of fitness content that I've been talking to the Ramblers about. The Ramblers being those that contribute to our Patreon and again allow me to do this on a full-time basis. Thank you to all of them for their continued support. But I've been talking to them about what sort of content they'd like to see. There's also some mental health stuff that I want to get into from time to time. It's not going to be, I don't want to go too deep if not necessary, but I'm also not afraid to do that if people want to see it or want to have those conversations. So there'll be a little bit of everything here on Behind the Ramble. So yeah, I just wanted to jump on and sort of clarify what the differences were between the channels. I know I've done it before in a previous video over on Ramble FC, but now more people are coming over here. I said that because I've seen that 23,000 so far have watched the Oasis video, but I think we're less than 400 subs at the minute. And we've posted one video, so I understand it. But if this seems like something you'd be interested in, then do feel like you can subscribe to the channel. It's completely free. And once we get to a certain level, I think it's 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And the Oasis video's got us to nearly 2,000 watch hours anyway. So that's combined viewing time. Then you can monetize your channel. And that's a little bit like what this will be about as well, in terms of talking about what goes on behind YouTube channels and thought processes for certain things that we're doing. I've just brought in a new system for both the Blades Ramble and Ramble FC, which is a huge undertaking and has seen a few bumps in the road, to be honest. As I try to level up, it's not always been smooth sailing, and it's been really tough, to be honest, and I've questioned myself a couple of times on it. But these are real things that happen when you've got a business, I suppose, which is what it is, isn't it? So anyway, this is why it's called the Ramble, because I tend to rattle on a little bit. But again, I just wanted to let you know what the purpose of these channels are, and then you can take your pick, can't you? Let yourself know what you want to do, and subscribe if you want. Or you might only be interested in Sheffield United, or you might not be interested in Sheffield United but want to say about football. So you might be a Ramble FC kind of guy or gal, and you're more than welcome to subscribe to any or all of our content. So again, thanks for all your support. Thanks for those that have sent me really kind messages about don't question yourself, Jimmy, and really enjoy what you do. I love that, and I really appreciate it, but it's natural that you question yourself and you make these big decisions and wonder if it's the right thing to do. So that's partly what I'm going to be talking to you about. So anyway, I'll leave it there. Just wanted to sort of briefly give a bit of a gist as to what we were looking at doing. So thanks again for watching, and I'll catch up with you soon.